Hello, and thank you so much for catching this video right before the Miss USA 2020 pageant happens tonight. I know I'm so late. Please forgive me for posting this, you guys. I have been following the election coverage, honestly, a little bit more closely than I have with the Miss USA competition. So it's kind of where my energy has been the last, I don't know, I guess few weeks since the women have left for Graceland. But in all disclaimer, you guys, honestly, this is my second time recording my prediction video. I tried to do it on my camera, but I guess the microphone that I had did not work and did not want to work with me today. So I recorded 30 minutes of content for you guys just to try to upload it and play it. And it was so sad. The audio was just making a sad little buzzy noise. I couldn't even hear myself talk. It's as if it wasn't even recording. So my energy and my mood is down because I really want to get this out before the pageant happens, because it's about to happen any moment now in like a little bit under an hour, 2 hours and a half. But I want to get my commentary out there and my predictions out there so that way you guys can, or I guess so when Miss USA is crowned, I could tell you, I told you so. And also for proof that I had 30 minutes of video ready for you guys, ready to go. Look at my wine glass. You know, I don't even start with a level this low. You don't even start with a level this low. This is my ending one. So I decided to just hop on here and do it live because I had planned on doing all types of works with the edited video. But obviously, the universe. Obviously, the universe said not today. So just kind of some things that I just went over. I'm talking about like went over as if I'm teaching a class. So the things that I kind of wanted to highlight was when it comes to the Miss USA 2020 prelims. Oh gosh, I had too much wine already. When it comes to the Miss USA 2020 preliminary competition as a whole, I did not like the lighting of the stage. And I think the lighting of the stage really messed this whole competition up. I think having the black jumpsuits was also not a good idea. A lot of the darker colored outfits that the women wore did not show up on stage as well as the producers might have thought or the directors might have thought. It honestly just looked, I don't know what the opposite of washed out is, but I guess if it's washed out for the darker colors, that's what it did. And it was not good. I didn't like the purple. I do enjoy the fact that the contestants are in Memphis. And I do enjoy the fact that they are at Graceland. I think it's unique. I think Memphis is, well, I don't think, Memphis is where my family roots are. They grew up, my grandmother, my mom grew up in Memphis and in Mississippi, DeSoto County. I think it's at the very, very bottom of, like before Mississippi starts. So every Thanksgiving, we go to Memphis. So I enjoy the city so much. It's such an American city. And when I think of like an American southern town, I think of Memphis, think of Nashville, maybe Little Rock. So I think it was a great opportunity to show that America has more cities than just the main ones, the LA, Las Vegas, New York. So I was kind of glad to see that they kind of got out of their traditional cities and kind of went towards Memphis. However, by having it at Graceland, to me, the stage was not as glitz and glamour and very Miss USA as how I would want it to be. Very Miss USA. What does that even mean? It means that I feel like the glamour was gone this year, and it hurt. I feel like a lot of the women who competed, in my opinion, I do know a lot of them were teens. And this whole pageant kind of came off as very elementary, very teeny to me. And congratulations to the new Miss Teen USA from Hawaii. That's exciting. But it did come off as a Miss USA production. And for Miss USA to be one of the top tier pageants, something to set the bar for all the other pageants happening, national competitions that happen, to me, it just came off as very, very elementary. The lighting didn't help at all. And I'm just really, really sad that this is kind of how Miss USA is viewed. And I think that also did not help some of the women, because some of the women in evening gown, to me, were not bringing it at all. And there were some people who brought that Miss USA class and elegance. back to it, but I think the stage and the lighting and the black jumpsuits to me just came off as like another type of national competition for those age, 23 and younger. And that kind of hurt watching that, because I feel like the women are being cheated out of a real good production. And of course, it's prelims. And of course, Miss USA, or the Miss USA, Miss Universe organization as a whole has had some questionable preliminary competition set up. So I'm just hoping that when it comes to finals today, that we see a different stage. Well, I know maybe not a different stage. I don't know if they can change the actual stage layout, but at least different lighting, because we need some whites in there. And that lighting messed up a lot. That black jumpsuit, the black swimsuits, the girls who had on black and dark colored evening gowns, I feel like it was a miss. It was a miss for me. What else? I love seeing Lynette Cole as a judge. I thought it was a great idea to have her as a judge, a Tennessee title holder. And I did not like the cape for swimsuits. The capes for me were a no, like a no. One thing that I cannot stand seeing now in pageants is trends not dying. People catch on to a trend and just push it for the next 10 years in this industry. And we need to let stuff stay in the year that they came out. I'm so sick of seeing capes. We did the cape thing for Miss Universe when Kat won. I don't know why we're still having the girls lick and flutter a cape, and the design wasn't anything too unique. It looked like a cow design, a blue cow polka dot on the design. I like that the women had a solid color swimsuit on, and I like that they can choose the style of swimsuit. It looked to me that they wanted. I saw the high-waisted swimsuits, and there were some girls who had the low-rise swimsuits, which I wasn't a fan of. I did like the high-rise ones, or at least the ones that came up on the thigh, on the side of the thigh. I enjoyed those better, but the capes were a no, because I feel like every woman, my bad, was doing the same thing. And they were making the same poses, and they were trying to get the air underneath the cape, and it just wasn't natural to me. And I don't want anything else to hinder these women's ability to compete like they really can. And I think the cape really hinders their ability to compete, because they think that they have to use it. If they don't use it, then they didn't use it. And I don't know. And I feel like it's forced. Honestly, it just felt forced to me. I was not feeling it. What else? Let me just go into who stood out to me in swimsuit. Because, like I said, this is my second round making this content for you guys. So I'm sorry you guys are being cheated out of a nice little commentary that I usually have, but I'm sure you don't care that much. And I'll be back with the post of this probably tomorrow after the Miss USA competition airs, and I can get all my thoughts out, and I'll make sure I do it right on the first take. So who stood out to me the most? Which woman stood out to me the most when it comes to swimsuit? This is who I chose. And see if your list matches up to mine. Alaska, Arizona, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Mississippi, North Dakota, New York, Oklahoma, Virginia, Washington State, and Wisconsin. I think those women stood out to me the most in swimsuit. In evening gown, and some overlap, but in evening gown, in all honesty, this is who stood out to me the most. Arizona, California, DC, Florida. I love the pink. I love seeing Miss in pink. I know Olivia did it a few years ago, but I love seeing Miss in pink and not being afraid of that color as a Miss contestant. If you do it right, it can come off phenomenal. And I would love to see a Black woman own that pink color on stage, because I know it could work. Or I know it's like a balance. Maybe if we saw like a sexy form-fitting gown in pink, maybe. But I just love Florida's pink gown. I love that she wasn't afraid to go with that color. Speaking of color, Idaho, blue. That blue gown was perfect. That's a gown, to me, in my opinion, I probably would have chose, but I feel like maybe it might not have worked too well with my skin tone, so I probably would have went with a I like that style gown. I love how it shined on her. I loved how it fit perfectly. It was tailored right for her. I love how she had her hair back in a ponytail. It was perfect. A perfect, perfect, perfect look for me. I have Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Washington, West Virginia, and I have Wisconsin on here, and I'm just kind of side-eyeing you, Wisconsin, but that little fact that you put out there, whatever. I like a good beat-up wing, too. So that's what my standouts were when it came to evening gown. I think New York has a face for days. Mississippi, I love her gown. I think she did it perfectly with the sash, that white, and how her sash hit perfectly at the timing of it was, I mean, like, not the timing, how it laid on her. Perfect. Nice little silhouette. Perfect. Louisiana, elegant, sophisticated. I love it. Louisiana, Mississippi, Idaho. I can't remember who else. West Virginia. I can't remember who else's gown right now. Those are the gowns that I kind of want to see as a Miss viewer and fanatic. So for me, it's very disheartening to see some of these women's gowns come off so teen to me, because a lot of these women came off as very like teen, and then a lot of these women came off as very, very Miss and very elegant and very poised and very mature, as if they have that old Hollywood glam that Memphis and Graceland is kind of known for, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just was just kind of disheartened by this year's gown selection, and I really hope that the finals gowns look a little bit better than than the prelims did, because they just didn't scream Miss USA. A lot of them, majority of them did not scream Miss USA. They screamed teen to me, and louder than Miss. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get into my personal top 20. And no shade to anyone. However, I started off with 12. I didn't even find a 20. I had a good solid 12. And I think out of my 12, that one was going to be Miss USA. I guarantee it. But I did find, I expanded my thinking, and I found 8 more women who I think will be phenomenal as Miss USA as well. So I have top 20. This is no particular order. The top 12 I mentioned are not in the 12 that I said earlier, who I think can really vie for the title. And I feel like I have a good top 5 as well. And I did share it in my previous video. And I'll share it here. I'll go ahead and share it here. I'm trying to debate if I want to switch it up a little bit. Anyway, my personal top 20. Are you guys ready? In no particular order. Of course, I got to go for the home team, Illinois, Olivia. I like Olivia. I interviewed her. You can listen to her on a podcast. However, I love everything about Olivia's look. But to me personally, I've seen it before, and it's kind of reminiscent of Stacey Juris. And she has the wet look, the wet slick back look, which can come off as very Miss and poised and beautiful. I'm just tired of seeing it forced. And I feel like we never seen a Miss USA win with this slick back wet look since I think Shandy did it in 2001. So I would love to see Olivia with her hair dried, I guess you could say, like in her headshot for, I think, Miss Illinois. Or maybe it might be the one for Miss USA. Oh, no, that has wet looking Miss USA headshot too. But I just would love to see Olivia look like the Olivia that I'm accustomed to seeing, because I know she was also she was a Miss Teen Illinois, Miss Illinois Teen USA as well. So I do have Illinois going to top 20 because I always cheer for my home state. And she's so smart, and she's going to University of Chicago. That school's expensive. She's in the STEM fields. She's like a nerd for real. I love her. I love everything about Lydia. But I just really wish that she didn't do the wet slick back look. But I understand why she did. To me, it was a safe option based off of her overall look. And I know that's probably what her stylist recommended too. So my top 20, starting all over. Illinois, home team, of course. New Hampshire, Tennessee, Ohio, Utah, North Dakota, Delaware, Virginia, Vermont, Louisiana, Washington, Massachusetts, Florida, DC, Arizona, Hawaii, Idaho, Georgia, New York, and Mississippi. And I hope I said that. I hope I did 20. So my top 5, Arizona, Louisiana, Idaho, Georgia, and Mississippi. Top 10 out of that was 5. So if I add more, New York and Hawaii and DC, Massachusetts, and North Dakota also get my votes. And I think Florida's going to come through in the cut as well. But I also am looking forward to seeing Virginia and Vermont up there. Vermont specifically, I loved her gown, the blue, the high neck. I think she killed it for that state. And I don't think I ever paid attention to a Vermont before, ever in my life. So I do not think that sash factor played a role at all in this competition. I think there's a lot of states, and I am going to make this prediction. I'm going to predict right here, live on YouTube, with no one watching, that someone who is crowned Miss USA tonight is going to come from a state that we have not seen crowned Miss USA in some time, in recent memory, at least. There, that's my prediction. Miss USA is going to be crowned from a state. Miss USA is going to be crowned from a state that has not crowned a Miss USA in a while, in recent memory at least. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope your glasses are empty. I'm going to finish mine, and I'll catch you guys in the next broadcast as I give you guys my recap to the Miss USA competition. I'm going to watch it live with you, so tune in. Well, I'm going to watch it live, obviously, but I should have an episode ready to go for you probably by tomorrow. That's my prediction. Oh, and I also want to tell you guys who I think is going to win. I think it could be any number of women, but I think that, let me finish this. So my prediction for Miss USA 2020 is Mississippi. I really do think she's going to win. I think that if the judges see what I see, I think she's going to win. I think she has the look of Miss USA. I think she's smart. I've been following her since Miss America. I think she could have been a phenomenal Miss America as well. I don't know who was crowned that year she competed, but I have Mississippi winning Miss USA tonight. But also, I do see Louisiana. I see Hawaii. I see Idaho. I see Florida. I see Arizona. And I can see New York. But my bet is on Mississippi. That's who I think is going to win, you guys. And I'll be back to tell you I told you so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.